Welcome back to Dolphins United, the platform for Dolphins. You heard me. We back in the house. Got a video for y'all. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's the preview of the game. Tua versus Herbert, right? Not really, because they ain't playing each other on the field. But that's what everybody wants to say. Tua versus Herbert, right? So this is where we're going to start the video. Because I didn't want to make a whole separate video on the whole Tua versus Herbert. And I'm biased, obviously, right? So this year I'm taking my quarterback. Plain and simple. Notice I said this year. Overall, when it comes to Tua versus Herbert, right? We can't have recency bias, guys. And yes, it sucks that everybody they ask picks Herbert except Emmanuel Acho. He's the only dude that's not picking anybody over Tua or picking Herbert over Tua, but most everybody else is. But we have to admit, Herbert is 6'6", has a cannon strapped to his arm, can run, is smart. Like, he has, if you were to build a quarterback in Madden, he would be Justin Herbert. He can throw off platform, on platform, on the run, behind his back, through his legs. Like, he can do it. He can do it all. He ain't Pat Mahomes. He can do it all. When you're looking at a prototypical quarterback to start your franchise with, it's Herbert. Period. Yes, I get it. We love Tua. Tua's been balling out. Tua's been playing better than Herbert. He has. Tua has caught up to Herbert, in my opinion, as far as level of play, because Herbert has regressed. And it's not about weapons or O-line, because Tua didn't have none of that. And he was on the same level struggling like Herbert is right now. So that's not what it's about. It's about what you're able to do with the weapons that you have. And Tua is balling out. Once he got on Herbert's level as far as weapons and O-line and all that, to some degree, he's putting up the same type of numbers or better. That's all we want to see. That's all we want to see. I don't care if you got the strongest arm, can throw this and that. I don't care about that stuff. I care about winning football games with my quarterback, and Tua has done just that. This year, you give me the option of the two, I'm taking Tua based on what I've seen. Prototypical quarterback to build my franchise with, I'm taking Justin Herbert all day. He's 6'6", he has a cannon strapped to his arm, he's smart, he's accurate enough, he can get the job done. If you put the pieces around him, I'm taking him. Prototypical quarterback. It's just the same way I would not ever take Baker Mayfield over a Justin Herbert, or a Russell Wilson over a Justin Herbert, or a Drew Brees over a Justin Herbert. You see where I'm going? They're not prototypical guys. They're 6'6", 210 pounds. Herbert is 6'6" with a cannon strapped to his arm, and he's accurate. He's not Ryan Leaf. All right, so yes, for this season, Tua. But if I need a quarterback to start my career off with, out of the two, a career, taking Justin Herbert. Plain and simple. Now, the Dolphins had the opportunity to take Justin Herbert. And I also had an opportunity to pick Justin Herbert as my quarterback after college, because I started this channel in the offseason that Tua was drafted. And I wanted Tua over Justin Herbert, because we already had a Ryan Tannehill with a cannon strapped to his arm and was athletic, and that didn't go nowhere. So what I'm saying is also based All right, in picking Herbert is also based on what Herbert has done through his career. But anyway, I digress because I know some people will be like, well, you picked Tua. Yes, I did. I picked Tua over Herbert in the beginning. But right now, based on what I've seen from Herbert, if you were to give me the choice between a prototypical quarterback who plays like Herbert has played and Tua, I'm taking Herbert. But this year, I'm definitely taking Tua because of what I've seen from Tua this year. All right, overall Herbert, this year, Tua, let's move on. When it comes to who's going to win the game, that's what I'm more interested in because this offense versus defense on both sides is going to be a fun one to watch. Is it going to be a slugfest with touchdowns everywhere, or is it going to be a drag 'em out with defense everywhere? Who knows, right? Who knows? Who knows what it's going to be? But this one should be a fun one. Primetime game. This is the game that they flexed, right? So we're going to be a Sunday Night Football. 8 o'clock, be there, be square, whatever. They sorry, okay? The Chargers, they're a sorry team. They're like 6-6 or something like that. They sorry. We should win this game. Hands down. We should win this game. Are we going to win the game? That's the tougher question because Herbert's heard the noise. That defense has heard the noise. They have key guys out now, but Darwin James to be one of them. Boy, if he's out, it's going to be tough for him. They've all heard the noise. Oh, now they think Tua's better than our quarterback? They're going to come out strong. But we've heard the noise too. We want to prove that Tua is better, right? So on both sides, there's noise, and on both sides, there's something to prove. On paper, it's not a comparison. They suck on defense. We're average to sucky on defense, but we're better than them for sure. On offense, they suck, and on offense, we don't suck. So we're on paper better. But this is not just a paper thing because they have live weapons on offense. Herbert, Allen, Williams, number one, I can't remember his name right now. Number 5, Palmer, and they're live at running back. So they have a bunch of weapons, and they like to dink and dunk it and hit you over the top when you fall asleep. We got to be ready for them because this is a team that they don't have no problem putting them 35 if that's the type of game that you want to do. Doesn't mean you won't beat them 38-35, but they don't have no problem putting up 35, right? So we got to have an answer for Herbert. We got to make sure we limit the big plays. We got to make sure we limit 30 out of the backfield running the football and catching it. We got to make sure we limit Keenan Allen. We got to make sure we limit the deep threat in Williams. We got to make sure we limit the tight ends. We got to do our job on defense. This game to me is both on offense and defense, but I want to see the defense actually play a good game this week. I think if we come out on defense with some aggressiveness, we should be able to easily beat this team. It's the NFL, that's not going to happen. So here's what I got going on, right? On offense, we just got to be better than we were last week. We be better than we were last week, we should be fine. All right? I think the target goal should be 28 points. We put up 28 points on offense, we win the game, in my opinion. Okay? As long as we can get to that number 28. If we can't get to 28, it might be a problem. If we get to 28, I believe we're going to win this game. That means that Tua is playing better football than he was last week. He's hitting his wide receivers. He's got his rhythm down. He's doing the things he needs to do, and we're finishing drives. We're not getting stopped on third down like we were last week all game, right? We're converting on third down. We're getting first downs. We're getting to the red zone. We're getting touchdowns, not field goals. we're good. If we do that against the defense that we're playing on Sunday that doesn't have Joey Bosa, if I'm not mistaken, that's got Khalil Mack only, who's a little bit aged, he can still get after the quarterback. Don't get me wrong, but he's not the same guy he once was. We should be fine. With or without Teron Armstead in this game, we should be fine. Shouldn't be a problem as long as we take care of business on offense, as long as the defense can give us some type of stopping. Okay? I got us winning this game 24-28. It's going to be a close one. We might even be down 21-24. We go down. We get that last touchdown to end the game, and we kill it and seal it, and we move on to Buffalo, who's going to be a tough win at their house on Saturday night, primetime football. Please put in the comment section how you feel this game is going to go. Also, let me know, out of the quarterbacks, who you picking. All right? And I don't want to know who you picking for this year, because I already know who you picking for this year because Tua's been balling over Herbert this year. To start a franchise, who are you picking? Who are you picking? Knowing what you know now, to start a franchise, who would you pick? Not the Dolphins, right? Not the Chargers. You're starting a brand new franchise. You had the choice between these two guys. Who are you picking? Let me know. I'll holler at y'all after the game. I'm out.